Retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Operating from the red zone now. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try again with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now this time Murray to throw it. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Murray now. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Handoff right side to Nwangu. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The big fella. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now,
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray again. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
To throw is Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Nagar's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
On 2nd and 9, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona is the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Davidson from a yard out. And the Bills have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered.